Hey guys, how's your heart today? How's that wonderful, beautiful, dynamic heart of yours? I hope it's well. You'll have to forgive any sounds that are going on in the background, although lately I've just had to surrender to all of that stuff anyways and just be like, life these days is like, just get it done, right? So I'm in my car. It's hot here, so I've got the air on, but I received a message while I was driving, so I was like, okay, as soon as I get to my destination, I need to record this. So this is what's going on. Now, what they're talking about is you have power. You have more power than you think you do. And it's showing up for you to show this or to prove this to you. It's showing up for you in areas of your life, or just generally for the collective in the area of choice and decision. And one of the biggest ways that it is showing up is in the collective, how do I want to say this? The collective views, opinions, coercions, cajoling, I don't know what you want to call it, of, various health, trying not to use words here. I have to use words, obviously, otherwise you're not going to know what I'm talking about, but I'm trying to leave out certain vocabulary, verbiage. And health decisions, and forcing of medical decisions on you. I think that's the best way for me to say it. Now, we've seen this in the past, right? Maybe not to this extent, but in different areas, right? Like abortion, birth control, things like that, where there should be a separation of like church and state. Yes. So that's the biggest way that this is showing up, right? So I'm not here to tell you to go get whatever medical advice, God, it's so hard to say it without saying it. Y'all know what I mean? You know what I mean. Without getting medical intervention that's being forced on you or not. Now, the lesson is in choice and empowerment and freedom and sovereignty. That is the lesson. How it's coming about is in this way. And the reason why it's happening on such a big collective scale is because the universe is like, all right, people, y'all need to level up. When I say you all, I mean we all, because I am part of this, okay? Right? So we all need to level up. We all need to stand in our power, in our sovereignty, in our freedom. If you're living in the U.S., the whole reason the U.S. was created was for freedom and liberty anyways. Yes. But just by being a human being, by being here on Earth, even though many countries are not as free, so-called free, right? You're still entitled just by being here in human form to sovereignty and choice. So that's just the biggest way that it's showing up. But on more personal levels and individual levels, I have no doubt that you are being encountered with situations, scenarios where you have to make choices and decisions. Do I stay where I work? Do I divorce this person? Do I get into a relationship? Do I do chemotherapy or not? Just like all of these really big, huge decisions. And they're really big, huge decisions. And we're really being put into situations where we have no choice but to change. And it hurts. It hurts. And it's painful. And it's only here to show us that if we make this choice and a decision on our own, in our own power, coming from empowerment and not victimization, we can end up, once we've gone through that transition, transformation, if we trust, T-R-U-S-T, trust. And I'm only reiterating that to myself as well, because I'm not exempt. Trust. If we trust the process, there will be more abundance. There will be more love. There will be more good health. There will be more prosperity. And so what we're going through now is no joke. And I find myself personally at times not taking it serious. And then there are times in taking it way too serious. So I'm currently seeking out balance, right? One of the ways that I seek out balance to make the best decisions for me based on my soul contract, my soul evolution, my human experience is I'm not watching the media. I have no idea what is going on in the world unless I'm talking to people and they tell me. And even then it's biased information, yes? Because there's so many truths out there. That is the truth, is that there are so many truths out there. Just as many possibilities there are out there are just as many truths as there are out there, because that's what the unified field is all about. That's what the quantum is all about. All possibilities exist. All truths exist, right? But how do you know what's right for you? You know what's right for you when you cut out the chatter. So I don't really watch the news. I've pretty much gotten off of Facebook, except just to post a little bit here and there. You know, I limit my Instagram. Here on YouTube, I'm just posting. When I watch on YouTube, it's more like for meditation. It's for energy exercises. It's for how to do tech stuff, because I'm not a techie person. So I really limit what I'm digesting from the outside world, because it doesn't help me make my own decision and what's best for me. Even and currently I'm living with my family. It's hard to even make my own choices and decisions based on my own inner knowing, and I'm doing my best because I have that outside influence, right? My family, they want what's best for me. But what they want for me isn't always what's best for me, yes? So the message is to stay in your power. That's what the message from Source was today. Stay in your power. You got to do what's good for you. It doesn't matter what's good for anybody else. You got to do what's good for you, because what's good for you is not good for anybody else. Your energy is your energy. My energy is my energy. So we're not going to have the same experiences. We're not going to have the same thoughts. We're not going to have the same feelings. And that's okay. So to honor and respect that other people do not have those same feelings, those same experiences, or the same energy is unifying. That's unification. That is oneness, because we are everyone else. We are all connected. We're all one. So when you're putting someone else down because they have a different opinion, they have a different energy, they have a different experience, they have different ways of doing things, you're putting yourself down too. We're all one. So if someone doesn't agree with you, fine. You don't have to fight to be right. Now you can choose to fight to be right, right? And that's okay. Look, that's totally okay. Because once again, that's unification, right? If I let you fight to be right because that's what you need to do and that's what you have to do, fine. That's actually unifying us instead of separating us. When we are in separation, we are far from the divine. We're not in that oneness. We're not in that wholeness. And that is what we do have to deal with here in physical reality. We live in duality and polarity. So we're going to always see the opposite, right? But allowing someone to be opposite than you or different than you is unifying It is not separating. And when you're standing in your power, in your choice, and you make a power and a choice, a decision, and somebody allows you to have that choice and that power, and they're not going to fight you on it, and they're not going to belittle you or condescend you, that means you're totally going to still want to be in their presence, because they're giving you the experience to have your human experience, right? That's not separating. But the more somebody wants you to do something different the way they want, because they're trying to control you, that is separating, because then you can't use your own free will to make that choice and decision. It was a really, really great message that I definitely took, because, you know, I personally am in a hard time in my life right now, just like all of you guys. I'm constantly having to choose to be in the present, because suffering from anxiety is awful. It's horrible, people, you know, but worrying about what will happen if I don't do this, will I lose this? Or if I do this, will I lose this? You know, it's this indecisiveness is just really hard, right? So it's like the universe is saying, we're going to give you a scenario and a situation. I call it like, we're like the pinballs in a pinball machine. Like, you know, God and his employees are being like, come on, let's get her to the goal. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So it's like they're creating these scenarios and situations for us that we have to make choices and decisions. Now the question becomes, are we making those choices and decisions from a place of victimization or power, right? And then not worrying about what other people are thinking or what other people are saying or how they will respond to your choice and your decision. Like, they can't control you. Like, control is bullshit. It comes from fear. Control comes from fear, right? So stand in your power, make your own choices and decisions, and allow other people to make their own choices and decisions. And you'll notice unification instead of separation. Humanity is in a really big change right now, and it's all about us being sovereign so that we can make our own choices and decisions, so that we're coming from empowerment and not victimization, you guys. So when I ask you, how is your heart today? How's your fucking heart? How are you? Right? Are you making your own choices and decisions based on your authenticity, or are you doing it from fear because you're afraid of what someone else might think or say or do? Because the things we want in life, good health, love, prosperity, the career we want, the healing that we want, cannot come to us if we're doing one thing, saying another thing, and feeling another thing. Like, we have to be in the alignment, and alignment comes from power. It doesn't come from fear. It doesn't come from victimization. So know thyself. What's your energy like right now? What is your heart? How is your heart? And if you're scared, it's okay. I'm scared. I just want you to guys know that I'm terrified. No, I'm terrified. I have no clue what my future holds. I'm being honest here. It's really scary. I have to make some choices and some decisions. Timing wise, that sucks. And also in terms of quality of various things, you know? So I've got these choices and these decisions that I have to make, and you do too. And the question becomes, are you going to listen to the outside chatter, whether it's coming from the media or your friends or your family, or any government systems or banking systems, educational systems, whatever, right? Or are you going to do it from your heart? So that was the message from today. It was intense. All I was doing was going through the drive-thru to get some coffee because the coffee maker is broken. Thanks, God. So now that I've said my say, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go take my coffee with me. But it came in and I wanted to give it to you guys. And I just want you guys to know that, yeah, you're going through a lot right now. And yeah, it's hard. And yeah, you got to make decisions and choices that might have repercussions, that might, have fallouts in regards to your finances, in regards to your health, in regards to your future. And it's so scary. It's so scary. And you have my sympathy, and I hope I have yours. You have my empathy, and I hope I have yours, because I'm in this too, you guys. So we'll see how it all plays out. But the thing is that it has to play out, right? Everything has to unfold. And once it unfolds, the dust has to settle. So we'll figure this out. We'll figure it out some way, somehow, because everything will always work out for us, even though it may not seem like it in the now moment. So hang in there, guys. Hang in there. I promise you, if you hang in there, I will hang in there. And I promise you that if I hang in there, I will be there for you. So just, really pay attention to what your own personal guidance system is telling you, because that's where your power is going to be. Don't listen to the outside chatter. Don't listen to the systems, because that's where you're going to fall a victim. All right, you guys. So just remember to stay connected, okay? Stay connected to yourself. Stay connected to your friends and family, but you don't have to necessarily do what they say, right? They're not the boss of you, right? Stay connected to me. You can check me out on my site, TerrieHuberman.com. I have some really great stuff coming up for you, which I'm really excited about. Even though this channel's in transition, I'm in transition, the world's in transition. The only constant thing is change, right? It's the only thing. The only thing is that change never changes. It always changes, right? The only thing, what do they say? The only thing certain is like death and taxes. Those are the only certain things. Yes. All right, you guys, stay connected, and I'll see ya on the flip side.